Hi, Thriller Recaps here. Today, I am going to explain the movie Shaft, explaining every scene as it happens. Watch till the end, and please like, share and subscribe if you enjoy this. In 1989, the movie Shaft begins in Harlem, with John Shaft having a heated argument with his girlfriend, Maya, in their car. Trouble arrives when armed criminals approach them, and Shaft, quick to protect Maya, takes down the attackers. To their surprise, one of the criminals is carrying drugs linked to the ruthless drug lord, Piero Gordito. After ensuring their son's safety, Maya decides that Shaft's dangerous lifestyle is too risky for their family, and they part ways, though Shaft continues to send gifts to his son, JJ, even though Maya disapproves. JJ grows up with the support of his friends Sasha and Kareem, while Shaft remains distant but watches over his son from afar. Fast forward 25 years, and Shaft is still on the job, while JJ graduates from MIT and becomes an FBI cybersecurity expert, and Sasha pursues a career as a nurse. JJ meets with Sasha and Kareem at a bar, where Kareem, a former Marine recovering from addiction, shares information about a program called Brothers Watching Brothers, dedicated to aiding veterans who have grappled with addiction. Suddenly, Kareem abruptly departs upon receiving a text, prompting JJ to follow and ensure his well-being. In this heartfelt exchange, Kareem reassures JJ and thanks him for his unwavering support. He encourages JJ to return to the bar and have some fun. The next morning, Maya delivers the devastating news that Kareem has been found dead. Kareem's funeral, conducted with military honors, gathers family, friends, and fellow Marines. His uniform is tenderly handed to his parents. After the solemn ceremony, Sasha confides in JJ, expressing doubts about Kareem's return to drug use. However, Kareem's words of positivity about his life just before his passing challenge her skepticism, compelling them to uncover the truth behind his demise. At his workplace, JJ delves into the crime scene report related to Kareem's death, revealing that he was discovered with an apparent overdose outside the residence of a known drug dealer, Manny Orozco. Determined to seek justice for his friend, JJ ventures into the neighborhood, eventually locating a helpful informant who directs him to Manny's whereabouts. JJ confronts Manny but is violently attacked, leading to his hospitalization. In the hospital, Sasha attends to JJ's injuries and advises him to carry a weapon for safety as he reveals a critical lead in their quest for answers. JJ reveals a toxicology report he hacked into, proving that Kareem's overdose was suspiciously high, leading Sasha to believe it wasn't self-inflicted. JJ acknowledges that Manny won't cooperate with him or the police, so he must seek help from someone who can make Manny talk. JJ visits his father's office for the first time, but their initial meeting is not smooth. He discovers his son works for the FBI, making him proud, and JJ eventually confides in him, sharing the details of Kareem's case. Shaft, JJ's father, becomes intrigued by the case, especially upon seeing his son's injuries from the attack by Manny's henchmen. Shaft decides to accompany JJ back to the building, ready to assist in their quest for answers. Shaft swiftly deals with Manny's goons, shooting them in the legs and cornering Manny, who recognizes Shaft from the past. When Manny realizes he assaulted Shaft's son, he tries to flee, but Shaft intervenes by stopping a truck, forcing Manny to collide with it. Shaft inflicts pain on Manny to extract information about Kareem, who, during the struggle, is revealed to have connections with the Brothers Watching Brothers, BWB, program. Shaft initially assumes BWB is a cult, but JJ clarifies that it's a veterans rehab center. On their way to BWB, JJ asserts he can handle the case alone, but Shaft, as a concerned father, refuses to let go. At BWB, they meet Kareem's comrades, who discuss the program and Kareem's transformation after embracing the Rashad Mosque, where he met NM. JJ informs his father that the mosque had been under surveillance for potential terrorism. This revelation prompts Shaft to suspect Kareem's involvement in a terrorist plot. Later, Shaft takes JJ to a nightclub, continuing their pursuit of the truth. JJ initially protests, but Shaft, determined to help with the case, introduces him to two party girls, Baby and Sugar, at a nightclub. JJ quickly gets impressed and, under the influence of alcohol, joins the festivities. Shaft, on the other hand, contacts his informant friend Freddie P. to gather information on Dominguez, suspecting his involvement with Gordito, the drug lord. JJ, still drunk, impressively wins a fight using his capoeira skills, earning the admiration of the crowd before an unfortunate bout of vomiting on Baby and Sugar. Shaft takes JJ home, they bond strangely, and JJ reveals that he told Sasha about their plan to visit the mosque, prompting her to want to follow them. Shaft discovers a Super Bowl ring he had gifted his son years ago. The next morning, Shaft and a hungover JJ meet with Sasha to head to the mosque, continuing their quest for answers. Inside the mosque, they meet Anam, Kareem's girlfriend, who shares their history and Kareem's dedication to building a new youth center. When Shaft asks to see the center's interiors, they're confronted by Farrick, Anam's father, who orders them to leave upon realizing JJ's FBI affiliation. During their ride to Shaft's office, Shaft imparts a lecture on being a real man to his son. Later, JJ investigates the mosque's finances and discovers a large sum transferred from a recently opened supermarket, amounting to $500,000. When he tries to report this to Vietti, his boss, he is placed on administrative leave for meddling in the investigation. Shaft and JJ visit the supermarket and meet its manager, Benny, who unexpectedly strikes JJ in the face, adding another twist to their inquiry. Shaft reacts swiftly, shooting Benny's cell phone and pressing her for information. She claims to support the mosque, but Shaft feels he's seen her before. After reviewing surveillance photos with his son, they identify Benny in pictures with Gordito, leading to suspicions that the supermarket is a front for Gordito's drug operation, possibly linked to terrorist activities related to Farrick's trips to Afghanistan. This revelation suggests Kareem may have uncovered these connections, leading to his murder. JJ discloses that he planted a micro camera in Benny's desk for surveillance. Later, JJ and Sasha meet at a restaurant where he shares all the details he's discovered about Kareem's death. In another restaurant, Shaft coincidentally encounters Maya, who is on a date with Ron. Although she believes Shaft is trying to disrupt her evening, he joins their table. When gunmen enter and open fire, Shaft steps in to protect Maya and eliminates the attackers, ensuring her safety. Maya and her date, accompanied by Shaft, rush to assist JJ and Sasha as they come under attack from gunmen. Sasha is amazed as JJ seizes her gun and eliminates the assailants. JJ retrieves a phone from one of the attackers and contacts the number listed as the employer, discovering it was Benny who ordered the hit on the Shafts. When Shaft and Maya enter the restaurant, they find the shooters defeated, and Shaft commends his son's actions. JJ reveals messages on the dead assailant's phone indicating a shipment from Afghanistan. Excited, JJ suggests continuing the case, but Shaft insists they hand it over to the FBI. JJ reluctantly agrees, leading to the FBI raiding the mosque and arresting Farrick. However, this operation sparks criticism, alleging Islamophobia. Vietti, JJ's boss, fires him due to the chaos. Later, JJ overhears Shaft and Freddy discussing Dominguez's involvement, but it sounds like they are using JJ as bait, angering him. He walks away from his father in frustration, prompting Shaft to reconsider his choices. He goes to apologize to Maya for his absence and behavior, but his request for intimacy in the moment ruins the apology. JJ and Sasha then head to the BWB Center to investigate Dominguez, who is revealed to be Benny's cousin and the drug supplier. JJ secretly records a conversation between Cuddy, Dominguez, and Williams, where they discuss their involvement with Gordito and the belief that Kareem's attempt to blow the whistle got him killed. Cuddy becomes suspicious of Dominguez and kills him for appearing weak, prompting JJ to make a noise and get spotted. Both he and Sasha are caught outside, with Cuddy and Williams taking Sasha hostage. Shaft arrives at the scene and rescues his son. Later, JJ and Shaft have a heartfelt confrontation. Shaft explains he never wanted to abandon his family but was forced to protect them due to Gordito's threat, making his vendetta against Gordito deeply personal. Shaft and JJ seek help from John Shaft, Sr., who is surprised to meet JJ for the first time. Shaft Sr. equips his son and grandson with weapons for their mission to confront Gordito and Cuddy but insists on joining them. Meanwhile, Sasha's attempt to free herself from Gordito's clutches fails as he enters. The three Shaft generations arrive at Gordito's building, where he's in a meeting with Cuddy and Williams about a new heroin shipment. JJ tries to hack the security cameras, but a lack of Wi-Fi results in a glitch, leading them to exit the elevator when they're spotted by Gordito's men. They break in through a window and engage in a fierce fight with the villains. Gordito's henchmen are eliminated, as is Williams. JJ confronts Cuddy, and just as Cuddy is about to shoot him, JJ stabs Cuddy in the leg with a shard of glass. While Cuddy writhes in pain, JJ fatally shoots him. The group reunites, but Gordito suddenly emerges, holding everyone at gunpoint. He reveals that JJ was his true target all along, aiming to spite Shaft for interfering in his operations. In a selfless act, Shaft leaps in front of JJ to take the bullet, and Shaft Sr. hurls a knife at Gordito. Shaft relentlessly shoots Gordito multiple times before sending him crashing out of a window. Shaft loses consciousness from blood loss. He later awakens in the hospital, with JJ, Shaft Sr., and Maya by his side. Maya shows affection, grateful that Shaft saved JJ's life. Sasha kisses Shaft on the forehead, and JJ kisses Sasha for the first time. JJ returns to the FBI to a standing ovation for his exceptional work. Vietti offers to welcome him back and promote him, but JJ decides to work full-time with his father and grandfather, embarking on a new chapter in their lives together.